Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Risk Podcast. We hope you are all staying warm in this winter weather. Today we actually have something very exciting because we not only have one, but we have two former HAIVE interns joining us today. So would the two of you like to introduce yourself, including your academic backgrounds?
So my name is Anjali, Rana, and I'm currently working as an analyst at Canada. And I recently graduated from Masters of Business Analytics from Schulich. Along with, I do have a background in computer science from York as well.
My name is Aliya, and I'm currently a fourth year actuarial student at York University, and I'm working at Deloitte as a consultant.
And so could you describe the project that you worked on during HAIVE?
My project was about insurance distributors company to assess their business operation and provide some advice based on the investigation on their operational cost. So we found out their marketing cost was compared to other costs on the balance sheet were significant. So we put our focus on reducing their marketing costs so in the future they can increase their profitability in the business. And we also applied a lot of mathematical methodologies into the process. So it worked out really well throughout the project that we hope to reduce their marketing costs in the coming year.
For our project, it was in collaboration with Zurich Canada Insurance. The problem there was we needed to analyze the churn rate, like why the customers are churning or which customers might churn, so like predict at the same time. So the first thing was to gather the data because the data Zurich had was from like a third party and it was pretty small. So we did a lot of research and then we found out data like raw customer reviews, which could be really helpful for us in finding the pinpoints of what are the pain points for the customers and then working on it to how we can provide them with a better service on those specific things. So we used natural language processing model to kind of analyze those reviews for Zurich Canada, and because it was like an open platform, so with that we made it into an opportunity to actually compare it with Zurich UK and then their competitors like Chubb, Intact in the insurance industry, so that what they are doing different, what they are doing better, so we can figure that out and then help Zurich get that diversify and make their process more efficient in terms of customer service.
I wonder if you found any difficulties or any challenges during the project, and how did your team tackle it?
Sure. So I think one of the difficulties was the data itself, to kind of get it, and if we are able to get the data which is relevant to the project. And then another thing with the raw data from a website is like you need to do a lot of cleaning, a lot of doing feature engineering. But one of the things while doing modeling was because of the intensity of the reviews, it was taking a lot of time, like 45 minutes on one review, right? So we had to do a lot of feature engineering and find out like which model we can use or make it better for it to be more efficient and more accurate at the same time.
Yeah, for our project, and because the nature of the project is more like data analytic, because it's like the project as like yours, so we have to like ask for data which is like kept by the company. We have to communicate with our industry mentor really deeply about what do we need and how we can help. First of all, we have to build the trust, and our industry mentor helped us a lot. Actually, they are very generous and open-minded, so we can use all the real data that they are provided. The second thing is because it's more like we're all students, we have the knowledge, we have the information that we learn or methodologies that we learn at school, but we also kind of lack of that experience by applying those methodologies into industry. I think it was really valuable for us to really investigate, they can use this method to deal with this kind of problem. And also we have to explain those methodologies that we use and interpretation of all those analysis to our industry mentor to convince them that this information is useful for them to evaluate in the future. we had those opportunity to talk to the industry mentor like really deeply to figure out what is their real expectation and how we can help them achieve that and maintain the quality of the work that we've been working on. So it took us a lot of communication, as you said.
Yeah, so I'm hearing it's not only time consuming, but you also have to build trust with the different stakeholders. You have to balance everything, a lot of communications. So from these challenges, I imagine that you also learned a lot. So I was wondering if you could think of anything unexpected that you learned throughout the internship.
I actually learned a lot. The first and the most important thing for me was like time management. I did the HAIVE intern a full term with my full time like learning at York University, and also my other teammates as well. They are from different schools, some of them from different like program at York. So especially timing like midterm finals, we all have to help each other to make time for the project at the same time of meeting the school needs. It's like when before we do the midterm project, we had to really recording those meetings really late to like make sure everybody can do it at the same time. So it is definitely challenging. But the reward is also a real experience that you work with real people and real industry with real knowledge. So the reward is really significant for me. So I think my whole vision to this field is changed now. So I think it's a big learning for me. Yeah.
Yeah, for me as well, I think it was a very big learning curve. I would say the unexpected thing was the VR headset. To be able to like take it home, to work with it, and to be able to kind of present using it. That really helped me kind of connect our new technology with what we already do, but in a new way, right? So basically seeing it from a different perspective, that how we can use all these new technologies and make our traditional methods better. I think that was one of the very big learning. Along with that, asking the right question was a big factor. I feel like our industry mentor was one of the really surprising things was he was really involved, right? Even though he was at such a big position and like so busy person, he always took time out to kind of answer our questions, made sure that we have everything we need from Zurich side, and always encouraged us to kind of think outside the box. And I think all that open-minded encouragement and like open kind of ended question like problem motivated us to bring out new ideas. I feel is the main core of any project. If you ask the question and if you ask the right question, that makes all the difference. So yeah.
That's wonderful. So I'm hearing a lot of taking what you learn in class and then applying it. So for you, it was applying it to the industry, to the real world, and for you, it was also trying to convert it and explaining it in a new technology was also something that you learned, which is really what HAIVE is all about. And so at Risk, we offer a lot of different activities for the HAIVE students, whether that be the professional development session, the office visits. We also have our own Risk forum. I was wondering, how was that experience like joining these different sessions, and which one was your personal favorite?
I feel all the development sessions and networking sessions, they were not just informative, but like really dwell into like the world of insurance, right? So I could see it from the perspective of the leaders that are working in it. So one was that, but the other thing, like my favorite was the office visit to Zurich, Canada. The reason was because we were able to see it from their perspective in the back end, like how different teams are collaborating, how they're working it, but what the main goal was, like behind all those different teams. The main goal was for all of them, like whoever I talked to, was to keep the customer satisfied. And I feel that's how our project was able to kind of help them too. I think that really connected all the dots of what we are doing in HAIVE is actually making an impact somewhere. So,
That must have been an interesting experience because you worked with Zurich beforehand and you also went for the office visit.
Yeah, exactly.
As for me, also the office visits is one of the biggest thing I would love to mention, because as a student, it's not like ordinary opportunity that we can get. And for me, overall, I think the most important thing I've gained at HAIVE is like every in-person meeting, it was like invaluable. I was able to like ask other teams like people what they are doing, what their project is like, and also able to talk to those academic mentors from other teams sometimes as well. So take a look at what they are doing, and then asking questions that I've been like thinking or I wanted to know, and everybody was so open to me and talk about their project. And we were talking about a lot of strategy, for example VR, how we tackle that, we learn from each other, and I was able to attend develop myself with Diana's session, which is great. So it's a very holistic experience.
I wanted to build off of the topic of the professional development sessions. So after completing HAIVE, as you both are alumni now, has your experience in HAIVE increased your interest in pursuing a career within the RMI industry or any industry that's closely similar? Or has it also perhaps helped you land other opportunities after HAIVE?
Yes, for sure. I landed a job, a full-time position as still full-time student at school. So which is didn't happen before. It happened after I attended HAIVE. And when I did my interview for my current position, the interviewer was super curious about what this project was about, because everything that I did in the project was quantified, qualified. So I was able to talk about the project. I was able to elaborate all those difficulties or how I tackle those difficulties with real experience. So I think this experience really helped me a lot in my career and self-development. And I think it has a bright future for sure, because this industry is so big and there are so many passionate people working in this industry. So I'm very happy about what I'm doing and what I'm going to do in the future.
For me, I think this internship really developed my risk mindset. Earlier, I used to do projects and risk was okay, it's a part of it, right? But now, whenever I do a project, I always think it in the terms of risk, who will be affected, what can go wrong, how we can predict it beforehand to kind of avoid it altogether, right? I felt I came in here looking for opportunities and looking to learn, but it really opened up a lot of doors for me. So, been really grateful for that.
I think also with HAIVE, we try to get students from so many different kinds of majors to show how many opportunities there are here, and risk is everywhere.
And how flexible it is.
Exactly.
We both are from different majors, and we still we were able to do the project, understand different aspects. So I feel that is a huge part of just a risk field, right? Yeah.
Amazing. Well, now that we've known more about risk and about the HAIVE program itself, do any of you have any advice for future applicants of the HAIVE program, or even our current interns? Any words for them?
I would say 3 things. The first one would be curious and come with an open mind. Second would be to ask as many questions as you can, and don't be afraid to make mistakes, because I think that's the only way you can ever grow. And third one would be, don't feel like you need to figure out everything before you take that first step. I would say take that first step and then see what happens, because I did that with HAIVE and I'm seeing what's happening, so which is pretty good. So yeah.
Yeah, from my personal experience, now I am the one that's promoting voluntarily this program to everybody around me.
Yeah.
And I know the application itself is very competitive right now, so I know how valuable that I am privileged to be a part of this. So I really hope the future or current intern ship takers, they take it really seriously. At the beginning, even for myself, it's oh, it's pretty long. But now I feel every day, every work that I have been doing is so exciting. I didn't even realize I worked so much on it. So if you get a chance, please make sure you spare your time. Enjoy every day in this project and do everything that you can do to gain your experience. So come prepared and enjoy. That's the very important aspect for me. I wish I can come back again, but I'm alumni now.
Amazing. Thank you so much to the two of you for sharing your experiences. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Thank you.